Hello and welcome to The Real Deal. Now continuing our home entertainment run of reviews, we are racing back into action with Need for Speed, starring Breaking Bad's Aaron Paul, Imogen Poots and Dominic Cooper.
Now it's yours to own right now, so do fast cars, hot chicks and not a sign of Vin Diesel's shiny head translate just as well on the small screen. Real Deal coming up after this trailer.
I spent 2 years thinking about one moment. He set me up. In our world, you always go back. He just left him there. That's what I can't forgive.
So that's the trailer. Looks exciting. Is it?
I think the question you want to ask me is, have I got the Need for Speed?
Yes, I need to know, is Need for Speed worth watching?
In a DVD home entertainment capacity, I think yes. I would not have rushed out to the cinema to watch this. In fact, I didn't go and see this at the cinema. But I did have a very quiet Friday night.
Okay.
And myself and my other half just sat down and checked out this film, and it was good. You have a takeaway, and you sit down and watch a film for car junkies, essentially. And it's all right. It isn't as silly as Fast and Furious. It's kind of being that, but with grit.
Right.
Okay. It basically follows the story of a character who is played by Aaron Paul, and he's taken over a mechanic shop after his father's passed away. They're in debt, and so he races cars for money, and that's kind of how they make their payments each month. And then he has a rival through Dominic Cooper, and a tragedy happens, and Aaron Paul ends up in jail. And then when he comes out, of jail, the heat is on to get revenge as such, but also to get a lot of money.
Right, okay.
And that all involves cars.
And that's the story.
Yeah.
Basically, can I just say, from your face, just from that, I can tell what I think you thought about this. Talk about damning with faint praise. I had a very quiet night, and you get a takeaway, and there's cars and.
Well, I'm not really the target demographic.
Who's going to like it?
I think it is a film for car junkies. I have to say one thing. I mean, I will get onto this in a bit, but the DVD extras that came with it, because of what I learnt through that about how they made the film, the authenticity that they were trying to create in this kind of behind-the-scenes documentary, it made me think, actually, I appreciate the film a lot more.
Okay.
And if you'd have gone to the cinema to see this, you wouldn't have known any of this stuff. So they didn't use any CGI, they did all the stunts themselves, and it was great. What I didn't love about this film is not the fact that it wasn't really directed at me, was if Aaron Paul didn't have the fame off of the back of Breaking Bad, he is not the blue-eyed, blonde-haired, like Paul Walker. He's not that gorgeous to look at, really, and yet he is the romantic lead of this film. And also, he does this stupid Batman-esque gravelly voice every time he sits in the car, and he's like, really smouldering, and I'm like, just get a grip and drive the freaking car.
I need to put some petrol in.
Yeah,
that kind of thing. Yeah.
He's like, come for a ride, and I'm like,
wow.
Yeah. No.
I'd get in that car.
Would you? What Imogen Poots did, and she plays this plummy Brit, and she is British, and because she was so plummy, even my boyfriend went, is she putting on that accent?
Yeah.
Which was annoying. She was annoying in that, but I don't know, like, it's an okay film. I would rather go and see a Fast and the Furious film than this. It has got speed, it has got cool cars, which I don't really care that much about. Not that many leggy blondes in it. Imogen Poots, again, is an unusual casting type because she's more quirky than she is, like, gorgeous, like a grid girl or something. So it's kind of but perfect for a Friday night in.
Okay, so I mean, from what I'm hearing, Fast and the Furious, without that self-deprecating sense of humour, sounds a bit naff, to be honest.
It's a little bit naff. I think, it's trying to be something a lot more serious than Fast and Furious. And you think when you put cars, racing, all that kind of stuff, it just needs to be fun. And the most fun out of this is actually the cameo through Michael Keaton.
Okay.
And he really just goes, all I thought was Beetlejuice every time I watched it. And that was brilliant.
Okay, so, Bex, what's the real deal?
If you're not planning a big night out, but you just want to have a bit of fun on the sofa, not that kind of fun, then definitely stick this in your DVD player.
Stick it in.
And it might just give you a bit of Need for Speed. I think it's kind of a 2.5, 3 stars. The DVD extras gives it a little bit more punch, but for me, it wasn't really something that I loved.
Boys, we missed you, brother.
It's time to celebrate.
Call up some females. Do you know any pretty ones?
You like your mama?
So that's The Real Deal on Need for Speed, and it's available for you to own right now. So if you're a petrol head looking for a slightly different car racing film, then this might be for you.
So stick with us on The Real Deal for more news and reviews in the world of film, and you can watch it all and more by subscribing to our channel, and don't forget to drop us a tweet too at The Real Film Show. Thanks for watching.